Yeah, for sure. Let's see how they recover the situation, because it's a map they know very well. And it's one of them should most certainly should win. But you know that FyR Esports have proven to be a tough opponent so far today. These rosters can often come out of nowhere and shock these teams. We saw it with Raritim yesterday, of course. So let's see if FyR Esports can pull off an unlikely 2-0. Already a lovely start. Zingy will remove Annihilation just with one bullet. The bomb hasn't been picked up yet, so Mongols don't have an absolute plan, seemingly, just yet. But FyR Esports are very happy to have 3 players sort of set up nicely toward the A-bomb site. The fourth now will rotate back toward B, which Andois might have missed the timing to check toward long, but he's about to see a player come his way. Unfortunately, he jumps out at exactly the wrong time, but he's very lucky to hit a perfect B hop and get away.
It was a slightly passive setup now with the player in on the bomb site, though. I was going to say they should fare better. The problem is the Glocks up close just tear them apart. Zingy somehow clutches one back through the smoke there, I think, while spamming, but even then Blitz decides to go on the hunt and chases him down, leaving it all onto Husky. He's in library right now, but I don't think he's got much of a shot, really, as he decides he may as well give it a go. See if there's a few kills, perhaps, that can add some money to his bank. Unfortunately, wrapped around on long. Blitz is there to put an end to him. It is the Mongols who pick up the opening pistol round. It can be difficult to deal with those Glocks, and especially once the Mongols got their way all the way around long and were just ready to burst that A-bomb site up close. I mean, they had one player, Shandaras, who was tucked in on the bomb site. I don't think they knew how many players were around long, because there was also the presence on short, and it was just a very difficult position all around to be in. Zingy gets a deagle at least off of the 2 kills he found. That's the only investment they have in this round, though.
Yeah, should be fine. I'm expecting no remorse from Mongols in this situation. They're about to walk into a 4 USP stack on B if they're not careful, which is slightly concerning. But you still expect them to be able to find where they're residing. There's one USP shot, but a good reaction from Azteca before Ace comes in and figures one out. Annihilation needs to find his frag, excuse me. And it leaves Ace last alive. I think they know about him, and there we go. Find him nicely. 3 players alive, not the worst if you walk into a stack, so not too bad. Bartek has lost his gun, though. Pretty sure he was trying to swap to teammate's AK rather than have a Galil. Something along those lines, perhaps. Or he switched from a Mac 10 to a Galil, something like that. But either way, he dropped his gun and didn't find another one, so he has to fully reinvest. Now, FyR Esports, with the 1 full eco, will buy on round 3, which is not something we see as often, I feel like, these days. Force buys incredibly popular on round 2 on CT's side, especially on Inferno. So let's see how they fight with it. MP9 down toward Banana very quickly. Shandarez gets himself 1, but he's so very blind. Thankfully for him, Techno is so low. So when he's still half blind, he manages to finish off that frag. 4v3.
Yeah, I mean, he's barely alive, though, so they ideally need to keep him tucked in if they want to be keeping the numbers advantage. In on long, though, Zingy catches the time in the peek out, finds Annihilation, and well, now in the 4-on-2, they just need to play off of each other, make sure they can trade out wherever the hell this is taken, and really they shouldn't be struggling too much. Nice work by Zingy. He sticks around, just stands his ground on long. That was the bomb trying to push around alone. That's it. They don't even need to stay towards B anymore. They're going to rotate Sanj over. Shandaras is so low that he's just staying in position for now, and with that probably will even catch Bartek because he'll presume they've rotated, although he's still being cautious. Oh, the timing. The second he turned. Oh. Low health, though. He needed the insta-kill. He needed a headshot if he wanted that kill.
It's fine, though. They're going to win this round almost certainly. Bomb is being kept in the sight of the CT side, thanks to Ace. So they're just being extra careful. There's only one bullet as well to take down Bartek. Much you to save, honestly. You can just stick around here and keep the AK because their money's not that great. It's always the advantage to buying and winning on round 3 as a CT side.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have, if you do go for that eco second round and go for the round 3 buy, sometimes you lack nades, but thankfully that wasn't too big of an issue this time around for FyR. Bartek just saving his AK over is going to give them a rifle to work with, but I think that might have been bit of a misplay even. It's mismatched the economy. They could have, if they didn't have one AK saved over, they probably could have gone for the eco and then tried to buy up in the next round instead. But thanks to saving over the one rifle, they've decided to just go fully in here. They've got Tech 9s, some pistols. Nades are pretty good at the very least, but it's not a great buy.
Annihilation. If he spams that smoke, he actually has a chance he would get 2 kills there. Because they were set up on the corner of it, but yeah, and I believe no bullets are fired. MongolZ looking to go for a bit of an execute toward B perhaps with these Tech 9s and the solitary Bartak AK. That could most certainly work out with only 2 players on the site, and there'll be no utility to block them off or keep them at bay. So this could work out for them. Oh, nicely done. But Chandares hasn't realised that Hesteka has gone all the way around to the back of Ruins. Has taken him out, but Haski's doing a wonderful job of staying alive for a really long time as well. And now I don't think FyR Esports are going to give Mongols too much time to prepare at all. Blitz has got the rifle and he's trying to get the bomb planted. He does. But there are 3 players coming his way. And that's an equaliser, 2 apiece.
Yeah, for FyR, importantly, a couple of relatively clean rounds. I mean, they could have been slightly stronger, but they build up a small bit of economy off the back of it. Nades are repurchased, a couple of rifles dropped over. FyR off to a pretty solid start, while up a map as well. Been super impressive.
It shows the talent that's around that people just don't know about, right? I mean, I
Exactly.
didn't know about them. Simple as that.
I mean, we're going to be
It's a
seeing
team.
MongolZ
Sorry,
against some of the best, I was going to say, once they
Yeah.
once they get major, of course. So there we go, Zingy catches Blitz, who just went for a bit of a wild walk through the smoke. Don't love it.
Yeah, I was about to say that, you know, FyR Esports, you won't see this team play in too many qualifiers because obviously of their unfortunate regional standpoint being
Yeah.
a Far Eastern Russian team, because you've got this league and you've got probably the qualifier for the RMR, right? Which I assume they probably gave it a go, but they're playing against good squads there that have, you know, pretty established, like, for example, Invictus International, who've been there before with Facecrack and Davcost, 2 very experienced players. So yeah, hard to break through, but this is one of the leagues where it gives them a chance to do so. 4 players alive as well in that round, so very solid.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the Asian qualifiers and tournaments as well, they'd include like the more southern Asia, like areas like Philippines and all, right? And I presume playing in those qualifiers for FyR would probably be pretty rough ping-wise as well, so probably can't really play everything, even in the region. It's just an awkward position to be in. But when we are getting to watch them play here, they're impressive for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's a decent buy bar. Hesteka being stuck on a Tech 9. Techno's actually pushed his way all the way past the smoke, and they have no idea. How does he get his gun back out? Husky gives him some help as well. They're going to be hunted by Annihilation, but he's not able to get the kill. Just some damage. He wants to keep on pressing the issue. There's 3 of them on this side of the map, though. That's the problem. And even with the 1 kill, it again is traded back.
I don't know about Shandaras either. Yeah, bomb dropped. 2 versus 2. This is a great chance, but that Molotov's going to be coming in and force him into the open. But that's a huge dink. Huge dink. Blitz gets away with 1 point of health. Can you believe that? And he'll actually manage to escape down Banana to try and get the bomb planted toward A as well. I don't think Ace has realised that yet. Bartak has taken the position up. So the rotation is covered. Damn. How are Mongols getting away with this one?
I do not know. I think Ace might give it a go. I mean, he has full utility. He has plenty of time still. He's running down mid anyway to see if there's anything to take away from this 1-on-2. But I don't think he's going to go for any more, no. Save the AK everyone else can buy. He's the only player that wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, makes sense. Especially with full util and a deagle, right? Like, you've got basically everything. Couldn't have wished for more to have. So may as well keep it.
It's
Imagine
unfortunate
if
though.
Shandaras get that kill and what didn't put him down to 1 HP with the dink. It was through the edge of the pull position, right? So, yeah.
Even
Been so
then, I
different.
don't think he should have got the kill before it. They had a bit of miscommunication going on because Shinderas was the one who got the kill up close initially on Banana, right, as well. So they definitely should have known he was there even after they got the one kill towards the bomb site itself. Because they knew it wasn't Shinderas back in the spawn. The fact that he got away with as much as he was as he did rather, was a bit of a miracle. Plenty of money for the rebuy, as we pointed out, though. An op even available for Zingy. There's a Mach 10 for Techno, which could be very useful with 3 players lacking helmets.
Oh, Zingy going super aggressive, using that Molotov to fake the fact that there's no presence there, and there we go. That's exactly how it's meant to work out. Just a smart little gimmick there that works out for an opening pick. Oh my god, the brawl. Oh, Blitz on the transfer. He managed to take the head of Shandaras, but it's the 3v3 with so much damage done. Thankfully for MongolZ, they can get the bomb planted.
Yeah, utility-wise, though, there's a decent amount, including the molly that's just been dropped to Zingy. He must know the lineups a little bit better than Ace. Ace actually going to put the smoke down towards Banana, so I'm guessing that's why he's tossing the molly through. Smoked off again, though, in the spawn. That's going to make things a lot more difficult. Blitz with a molly of his own can hold off the construction push, and, well, now time is just becoming a big issue for the boys as they're trying to move forward. Nade on the Banana, not going to do anything. There's a player up close they need to deal with. It's a crossfire they're walking into, unfortunately, and it's just too much to handle. It looks like the trades come back and forth for MongolZ. Or the MongolZ, rather.
How was Annihilation's first frag a no-scope in that situation? Because he was quite far away.
Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe he unscoped just as he went back into cover or something. Took a shot for the sake of it, you get me? Probably wasn't fully
Yeah,
trying to
maybe.
get the kill. It was probably being shot as he was going back into cover. Took a shot at him and just got a bit fortunate. Didn't quite catch it, though. I was watching the player. Well, we were watching the player in towards the pit. Obviously, we're
Yeah,
on
I
the
didn't
same
see
view.
it, yeah.
Got that auto-director leading the way.
Oh!
Goodbye.
Zingy. That had some zing to it. Goodness me. See you later, Techno and Hasteka. Next round.
Oh,
Asex not being checked. Oh, those 2 frags. You're absolutely right. The panic has set in, and they're just falling apart. Oh, dear.
One by one. Played incredibly well by FyR to have their numbers together there, especially over on long, but still, the individual plays from FyR. I mean, understandably, the initial 2, you just get destroyed by Zingy, but then, I forget who it was, whoever tried to hunt up short there was hungry for the kill. They think, okay, yeah, we're against an eco, it was a deagle, sure, that took us, but I should still be able to get a kill or 2 here easily. But he's so hyper-focused on the one player, he forgets to check Boiler, and then the next player is left thinking it's a 2-on-4, we need a play at this point, so he tries to play through the long smoke, and things just keep on getting worse and worse as Annihilation gets overrun eventually on this B-bomb site. At the very least, they got a bomb plant down. That's a small positive. It'll boost up the economy, but as you can see, it's been mostly broken, even with the plant. I don't think they're going to have quite enough to buy. No.
Yeah, just one player can, and Annihilation will want the 1-0, not an AK, really. So, yeah, good point. So that double from Zingy has changed the complexion very quickly.
For all, FyR keeping it neck and neck for the moment. They take this, they get a lead, and likely extend it 6-4 before they find a real gun round. On the side of the MongolZ again, as right now they've got a Galil, an AK, and some Tech 9s. They can quick control around the apartments at the very least. Ace needs to be careful not to get pre-fired on that angle, as is all too common. Interesting molly. What the hell?
Interesting.
It worked.
That's the second time they've done that. In apartments as well. One was deep, and now one was shallow in the edge of the door. Works out nicely. 4 spies is going to get absolutely destroyed.
Wallbang. Do it. Ah, I wanted to see the wallbang. Either way, Zingy quick on that trigger.
As he was with the deagle. You can use everything pretty impressively, it seems.
They played really well on Mirage as well, if I recall correctly. Shandera's had a good game. Husky, Sanj had some great rounds. Really, I'm recalling pretty much everyone having great individual rounds out of at some point or another for FyR, which is exactly what you need for the Mongols. I mean, Histeka's played had pretty good moments, as I recall. Annihilation's been doing okay. I do feel like there's a bit more in terms of the individual skill that we haven't been seeing from them that just isn't there right now for some reason. Oh, this is dangerous from Shandera's. Thankfully had assistance, otherwise I think he was about to get overrun.
He had two-man assistance as well. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful stuff on the CT defense. 5 players alive in the previous, 5 players alive in that one. Money booms instantly. Mongols under pressure. By the way, I figured out at halftime, thanks to a certain friend in Twitch chat, that Annihilation's profile picture is actually Dan King from Tyloo. So
Yeah.
now we know.
Sure, should have noticed that from the jersey, right? I
Yeah,
didn't look that close.
we couldn't see the logo. We couldn't see the logo, but we could see the color. So it's quite small, as you say. So it's hard to see. But
yeah, I have terrible eyes as it is. I mostly just see through one eye, to be honest. Close my right eye and it doesn't make that much of a difference. If I close my left eye, everything's blurry. Like I can't even make out the names on the screen right now. No, not anymore. I wore them ages ago.
Right.
I've just had a lazy eye since I was young. I used to wear a patch and everything. It didn't help, unfortunately. Blitz.
Right.
Nexo Husky, who only gets the one. They didn't expect a player already so deep across in the corner. Sanj, though, stops his retreat. So they do at least trade it back into a 3-on-3. Techno, risky play there to try and retrieve that M4, and unfortunately, Sanj just about moves out of the way.
Boost out on the half wall. That could certainly work out. But once they figure it out, the damage is so significant and they get both. Well done. Once they figured that one out, they knew exactly where to spray. And they get it done. So that'll be a good lifeline for Mongols. First dent in the FyR Esports economy for a while. Ace is choosing to save again. He's got everything like before. AK, kit, utility, even a P250. So yeah, would be an important save as we get toward the end of this first half on Inferno. Yeah, I used to have a lazy eye as well. I actually had an operation on my eye when I was like 4 or 5, I think. Maybe I was 4. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
And for years and years, I've worn glasses to keep the muscle strong, so my eye wouldn't turn in, you know.
Yeah, yeah. My eye doesn't drift or anything. It's just really bad.
No.
To do that when I say.
Yeah, fair enough.
I used to wear a patch and everything on it. You know, I'd have to put a patch on my good eye. I think it was.
Yeah. So yeah, I've worn glasses for years and years to keep the muscle strong, but it's kept it to a strong enough extent now that I really, to keep my vision solid, I only really need glasses if I'm like, for example, if I'm in an arena looking at a CS event and the screen's a long way away, I'll need glasses then.
So you're not straining
my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not straining. Yeah.
My left eye is pretty much perfect. My right eye is just terrible.
Fair enough.
So if I was to get glasses, I'd have to have like one really strong lens. Annihilation. I don't know how he gets the second kill with the player up close in sandbags right there. Getting away
like no
with
communication
way
there
too
almost,
much.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Annihilation was happy. You know, do you remember the classic CS Summit Zywoo play? One where he just runs up Banana and gets 4 kills with the AWP, just kills everyone one by one.
Yeah, that was one of his first few events, was it? Was that long
I think
ago?
so. It was like one of the ones that really put him on the map for sure.
Is that the one where they tried to interview him and he just kept saying no?
That was ECS, I think.
Oh, okay. But it was around the same time, I think. It was in the same
similar.
era.
Like that. ECS was like a year. ECS was like when he was in a show match, like because he was an FPL star, I think. And then CS Summit was when he was actually on Vitality.
Yeah,
I
so
believe.
like not too long afterwards.
Yeah, like maybe 6 months, maybe something like that. Yeah.
Nice kill from Sanj. Somehow has pulled this round back as we were having a bit of a chat.
Yeah. Techno. He's got a chance though, because he's got the AWP, and FyR Esports are playing this one pretty defensively. They're going to give him chances at some picks here. Maybe a 1-1 duel. That will keep him at bay for a little while longer. I'm pretty sure he's still scoped in though. Yes, he is. So I don't know of his position. Smoke and kit's available though, so Techno got his work ahead of him. He does manage to find the first. And now Ace will use this utility to try and get this bomb defused. He's going for the hold. Right decision against an AWP, but he might be able to find it with the Glock. He can't. Oh, so much damage done as well. And Techno will even lose the AWP after the defuse comes through too. That hurts.
He ups
Nice
the
try,
spam
but
rate
not to
because the
be.
time's running out, and he had got him so low. And I think the fact that he started clicking a bit quicker, the gun was kicking up slightly more. If not, I think he
Yeah,
probably would have killed him if he kept the patient little taps.
true.
It's unfortunate. 7-5 though for FyR. I don't know how they managed to win that round. That was ridiculous. Even just
Yeah,
back from 2-on-4, I think initially 2-on-3.
yeah. Mongols just took a bit too long to try and get themselves into better after plant positions. It felt like another
Zingy.
good flash assist as well. Zingy's been so good in this game.
The confidence we're seeing from them as well. You wouldn't think the Mongols were the favourites coming in with the way that FyR are playing.
Agreed.
We're continuing this aggression on Banana. Yeah, peeking over the wall and around the smoke up front at the same time. I like that little 1-2 that they hit them with. Gives the trade. Obviously, they could have stayed with the 5-on-4, but I think continuing to press the issue and just keeping the Mongols on the back foot makes that trade worthwhile. The issue now is that a player has crept into the spawn and they have no idea. Husky's just rotated himself, and I think Annihilation heard that as well.
This is probably the best setup Mongols could have wanted, but Husky is so aware of this being a possibility. He's going back and forth looking at it, but he's ignored it for now. So Annihilation could have this play that you mentioned. The bomb is ready. The third player's rotated up. Annihilation needs this frag, gets it, but does take a dink. One player toward Firebox will be mollied out. That's Shandares, and he's so stuck in the fire. Well done, Mongols. That's well thought out and well figured out, despite the damage done.
At this point, if you're Ace and Sand, you've just got to save, and they realise that's the only call really they have. People to drop over. Zingy will probably even get an op, and they should have pretty much everything they could ask for. But the Mongols are up to 6 on their T side here, which is already them establishing a decent enough T side. If they can add even one more round at that point, 7, they'll be feeling pretty good. I think FyR will themselves want to take those final 2 rounds to try and end it on the 9-6 if they really want to have some comfort moving into the second half. Again, This is the choice of the Mongols.
Thankfully for FyR Esports, I reckon they're going to have enough cash for at least 2 more rounds, especially if they save, right? So Ace having 8.1 in the bank, and he died 4 times in the whole game. That will certainly help out the bank. Yeah, they do just have enough cash for like maybe a decent 3 rifle buy at least, even if they lose this round by losing every single player. So let's see.
It's just charging a banana cup of nades, but somehow gets away with that kill onto Shandares. Techno also taking Lodo, so even at that opening kill, there's still good damage done. I wouldn't say all hope is lost, but the Mongols will be happy enough to back off now with their man advantage and just direct this towards A, knowing that there was still the presence of 2 players, I believe, on B.
Nice shot from Zingy, and he's close. Annihilation realizes that, but Zingy is just too strong on this CT side so far. 16 and 7 for him. Perfect repositioning in all the correct spots. And he's looking to try and re-aggress as well. That's the way to do it. Big shot missed, but he's going to get away with it. Drops the bomb. The Steker's crept onto the site itself, but he doesn't have the bomb to plant it. Bartak is there to help. And that smoke might mean he might be able to nab the bomb. He has. That's a great grenade, though. How has that not damaged him at all? Classic Counter-Strike nades. Finally gets tagged down to 47. But the bomb can go down, and Bartak can play off of him, so this round's not over for the Mongols.
Yeah, far from this afterplant could still be successful. As I said, I thought Histeka wants to get aggressive, and he wasn't expecting someone up close on the off angle. And, well, Husky cleans them both up. Smooth sailing on the retake. Plenty of time for that defuse. They could take a bit, I was going to say, to see if there's nades lying around, but apparently not worth it. They found a couple of flashes and such, but either way, 8-6, they only need to reinvest into 1 more round, so they have all the money they need to ensure that they've got their buy on lock, rather, anyway, into this final round to try and make it the 9-6 half. That's what FyR need. And the buy, while it has some rifles, clearly, for the Mongols. It is pretty limited. You can see the utility at least is solid, but they've got a Galil, they've got a Deagle, and a Tech-9 mixed in there as well.
Yeah. It was a 9-6 to FyR Esports on Mirage. Can they repeat that feat?
Not as much damage as I thought it was going to be.
It chunks 3 players, though,
Oh,
and the
that
nade
was
in
even better.
response chunks 2. But more damage overall, I reckon.
Yeah, by quite a bit. I think more damage was done to Histeka than to all 3 of the players combined than FyR, right?
Yeah, you're
7,
right.
20, 27 plus 18, yeah.
Quick maths. Quick shots from Zingy. Keeping up his half so far. And Shandara is ready to bail his teammate out as well in case there was a player pushing up behind that utility. And he's played it really well. Blitz, though, knows his angles, sees the angle before that smoke blooms, so Shandarez will give up that frag. But they still have an advantage. 4v3. And they're splitting 2-2 right now. And some information spotted in mid by Blitz. Probably helps out the CT side more than it does the T side for now.
Yeah, they still want to end this on B, though. Neither player really in a position to defend the bomb site itself, I was going to say. Husky rather caught one on the cross there. Annihilation needing to do something for them, decided to push through the smoke, but he's already tagged up heavily himself. Blitz isn't fully healthy either. It's going to be a difficult afterplant for them to pull off here, especially with no utility. Annihilation's going to see what he can do about this player coming up banana, but he's left alone now. And with that kill coming in, his position is confirmed for the other 2. There's a nade even for Sanj that could be bounced in towards that corner, although Zingy's just going to hop straight on the bomb. He's already tagged up pretty heavily. I was going to say this is winnable right now, but no, Sanj counter spams and finds the Tracers of Annihilation to put him down. 9-6 at the halftime again for FyR. This is what we've seen on Mirage as well. Are they going to be able to put a close to it this time in regulation or not is the question.
And that is the question. I believe we do have a regular 3-minute break, so we'll go to that quickly, and when we're back, second half.
smoke clears, I'll still be on my feet, forget all of my fears, cause I know my destiny, I feel a champion, waking inside.
Alright, we are back. We said it'd just be a few minutes of the break, and that exactly was the case. We're ready to get back into a 9-6 scoreline for FyR. A solid enough CT side. I think they maybe would have liked double digits, as that certainly was possible. There was a couple of rounds that kind of went south that they maybe could have taken, but overall a strong performance, and if they can take this T-pistol round especially, then the Mongols are going to be in some real trouble.
Yeah, it's a problematic series so far for the Mongols. We need to try and answer back now on the CT side of Inferno, and that can be a hard side to do it on with how often you are forced into tough situations. However, Annihilation is forcing FyR Esports into a tough situation, dropping the bombs toward apartments, catching off the play in the middle of it, splitting it up. As Chandlerez had already dropped down toward the site, but they deal with it nicely straight away. 3 USPs remain up. That's a great start to the second half.
Yeah. Is the force buy going to come in? It doesn't look like it now. Happy enough to take the 1 eco and then just get the buyout as early as they can. That's what they've done first half as well, I believe. So FyR play a pretty timid approach to the economy. Not putting in too many force buys. Couple flashes. Deagle. For Zingy. That's all they've bothered with, so I'm not expecting much to come out of this round, although Zingy's already got some damage. I think Hesteka, when the flash went away there, didn't realize it was his teammate beside him. He ended up shooting him a small bit. That was slightly awkward. Zingy ends up getting 1 kill on Banana, and Shanderas catches one from the spawn. Okay, considering what they put in there, $900 of investment, 2 kills is not bad.
Oh, that's pretty good. I think you'll be happy with that. Interesting that both these two teams have gone for that same strategy of fully saving before going for the buy. This time it's the opposite way around, though, of course, with FyR Esports doing it on CT, get a buy on round 3. This time it's going on T to get a buy on round 3. Mongols, of course, still have that MP9, so let's see if they can put that into action. Utility to a banana already, flashes over the top. Zingy trying to help Shandaraz's sake. But it looks like Mongols might be trying to prepare to push one of these MP9s down banana.
Oh, Shanderas nearly jump shotted by the MP9 there as he was running away, I think. It was a solid catch to get the trade himself, but gets away, fortunately. He taking a small bit of damage. A 4-on-4. The timing for Ace there as he didn't quite spot Bartak. Okay, so Bartak on the bomb site gets the drop on 1, is able to reposition. And I thought maybe he had a chance at a bit more, but no, it's Sanj instead who runs him down. So we've got a 3-on-3 here, an afterplan for FyR. If they can pull off this first gun round, then they're back in the driver's seat. If not, it's going to be the Mongols. They'll be in a really solid spot to start running away with the CT side, and well, that's exactly what they're delivering right now. Blitz through the smoke actually catches one.
Doable, though. For sure, with the crossfire set up in pit and sight. Very hard to penetrate this, but great wallbang actually does a lot of damage. Annihilation's deciding to hold the bomb because he's got no kit. Kit was just picked up by Techno, but Annihilation I'm pretty sure has it, so no problem. Mongols going to even up this one at 9 rounds apiece. That was quite smart actually by Mongols to actually spam the Cold Zero box, the close box. I don't necessarily think that is the Cold Zero box, but the corner box to distract slightly before the player came rushing in underneath and pre-fire it. Caught them off guard. And now a Tech 9 utility buy, half buy for FyR Esports. Try and keep Mongols under pressure.
I mean, there's a lot here that they can cause trouble with, but can they win a round? I think it'd be the ideal thing they're aiming for. They're going straight up banana through utility, and well, an opening kill has been found, but a ton of damage taken. So if Hesteka can stand his ground and get a couple kills even, then they should be okay, and he's gotten 3. Brought low himself in the meantime, so a trade here could still maybe permit a bomb plant, and well, there's a kill from Ace. Unfortunately, all the rotations have already come in, and the nade is going to end them. Oh, no. He's taken them before I can even reach him. I think it was landing right on top of his body, though, so it was pretty much perfect.
Yeah, they would have taken him down for sure. Nice bit of domination for the Mongols in the early start of CT. Important to win the round with your... I mean, it wasn't really a bonus buy. It was only 1 MP9, but... important to win the round either way.
Ooh, Annihilation aggressive down mid. Always a risky play. He gets the kill, sure, but he's not able to fall back away. The damage, though, being done across the map does look like it's favoring a little bit in favor initially of the Mongols. And Nade back in on Zingy puts the damage again in their favor, and it's just crazy. Look how low everyone is, and they were just continuing to push forward. Steka even takes some spam damage now as well, because he was the only one on the Mongols who hadn't, so he wanted to join the club. Bartek has avoided it as well. He's been chilling in on the A-bomb site.
Split 2-2 again for Mongols here. A good incendiary. That's actually pretty nice timing on that one. That will keep them at bay for another 10 seconds or so. Utility swapped over. A bit of an... Obviously, that's a sound cue mode there by Shandares, dropping that smoke onto the ground. I'm not sure that'll be heard by the positions of the Mongols players, so I think they're fine. And of course, with one player low, it's going to be tough to do much about it. But Techno can afford to go through this one, even though he's so low, and it works out beautifully. Obviously, he was only 1 bullet from death, but then with Techno there to help out, or with Hasteko, I should say, there to help out, will be taken down. But Ace is only half HP himself for this clutch, and they're going double banana to try and retake this one. Ace is about to walk into the open. He's going to meet Bartak crossing, and that's 11-9 for Mongols. Clean.
Eleven 9. Looking like we might have a 3-map series on our hands here. That's FyR. Well, managed to get a FyR later than themselves very soon again. Another half buy, which can maybe again cause some damage. Keep the economy low for the Mongols, which it is right now. They need to start winning rounds soon, otherwise it's not going to matter. Eating some nades down mid, catching the upper with a couple flashes themselves, so he wasn't able to capitalize and get any kills from it, but they're just taking so much damage before they ever even see anyone. It was the same in those previous rounds as well. But they've been torn apart on long. There we go. Zingy gets the 1 kill. That is all. The final player up in apps. Might catch Annihilation, but no, he gets no scope.
Nosked. And this is a bit of a wipeout so far for Mongols. Starting to see some of the quality shine through. Maybe the FyR Esports tactics on Inferno aren't what they are on a pick, like Mirage, for example. They did so well on. And of course, with the Decider being Nuke, that is also a map that might follow that same pattern. We're about to find out, though. Still 4 rounds away from winning, and only 3 ahead, Mongols. It's been close the whole series. If FyR Esports can put a few rounds together, the Mongols' economy will be in a rough spot. It'll be a good nade from Shandares. It'll tag up Blitz a little more, but there are 2 players to fight, and he doesn't know which one to go for. Utility hitting everyone, and he was ready to smoke that molly in case he got burnt out there. But avoided for now. He's going to be forced forward by that smoke, though. And Blitz just takes an easy frag, walking to 3 players. He was never going to get more than 1 there, even if he did get 1.
FyR struggling on this T side though to really get anything going. Blitz is allowed to run through that smoke and nearly get a kill. Good spin around to at least shut him down, but the damage is done. There's another player in the pit they need to deal with. Even just pushing in for that trade leaves them exposed to the up-in on long. Timing unfortunate there for Zingy, another half a second, and I think he probably would have had a chance of snatching that kill. Either way, a 2-on-3. This is actually winnable. Problem is, Steka with the flash drops it perfectly on short, leaves Zingy blind, and even gets that final kill onto Ace and towards the pit, 13-9.
Yeah, Ace not had much luck in this game so far, really. Had a pretty poor start to Mirage. Had about, I think, 2 rounds overall, which were pretty important. But they were ones that were heavily in his favour. So, yeah, 12 and 13, not too bad, but not great in the clutch scenario. Mongols 3 away, good recovery once again. Blitz is up to 21 and 13 with 11 assists. I believe that on the SEA, Clash assists do count, so I believe that's combined. But if not, he's got a hell of a lot of ADR. I've just had a look at it, actually. He's got 158 ADR, so maybe they are damage assists, because that is a lot of ADR for 28 kills. Zingy trying to put a stop to the run. Takes out Annihilation straight away. Shandaras will smoke the molly, and when does he choose to swing? The answer is now, because Azteca is fighting him. And it's a good frag to take, because they finally got a 5v3 to work with.
Yeah, not bad. This is fortunately them running into a bit of a stack still though, so they get destroyed. They had a 5-on-3, tons of time. They didn't even have the bomb at B.
Wow.
Although they might still make this work as Ace catches a player as he creeps out apartments. That's going to give them the bomb plant, but it's a 2-on-2 instead of what probably could have been a 5-on-3, maybe even 5-on-2 if they got that kill cleanly before. The angle was perfect from Blitz, lined it up before the smoke went. Spamming away, might get caught here, but he's hoping to force the push through. Techno wants it, and well, somehow Techno goes through the smoke after he starts to push. That was strange. It looked like he was ready for it. Sanju's going to make his way back in. The bomb, it's been stuck. He needs to move quick. He's not on anymore. There we go. He pulled him off, but that was so close. He must have been within a second or two of it.
I reckon he was about 1.5 seconds, yeah. But either way, Techno's kind of screwed there, because flicking around when he's got his body positioned like that is basically impossible. And also holding the bomb would not have been successful either, so close, but finally the streak is broken by FyR Esports.
Oh, work from Husky shutting down the mid push. Gives them a man advantage, and I mean FyR might have their shot of working in a bit of a comeback as we seen the Mongols manage on Mirage, where they pulled off a 14-9 comeback to get it to the overtime. Not quite as steep of a comeback needed here for FyR. Azteca up close as they come through. The smoke somehow gets two of them. Was assisted by a team flash, I think, slightly, so a 3-on-3 actually gives a decent position for the CT side, especially as Techno shuts down all three of them. What the hell? All headshots on that A1S. Great control, and it's 14-10. FyR's economy is ruined as well. I mean, they could maybe scrape together a buy, but I think they're looking at the 1/2 investment and then play for an overtime.
Yeah, I reckon so. Two Galils, 2 Tech 9s, and 1 solitary AK. Ooh, even the Molotov will spread towards Zingy as well. The spray of the M4, only we need 1 tick from that molly to get that pick. Azteca sprays down Banana as well, takes a headshot. Ace is trying to fight away, but gets caught from 2 different angles that I'm not sure he was aware exactly where they were. Playing in the smoke, though, could work in a fade play, but in comes a knife. Oh, he's been left-righted. Unlucky Ace. Blitz plays with his food and gets away with a tasty meal.
That one's going to be a little bit of a tilter. It's looking like we are going to need a third map in this series. And Nuke to close it out, which I don't know what to expect out of FyR there, but the Mongols are pretty decent on Nuke. Buy at least is decent. I mean, there's a couple Mac 10s. The nades could be a lot better as well, but they've got something to work with here. If they take this round, the economy actually won't be too great on the CT side either, so they'd have a slightly weaker buy in the next that they'd be up against, so you can see the path to the overtime. The problem is they're getting caught up around the half wall once again. This time, though, the trades do go favorably. Techno, we've seen him put B on lockdown multiple times, and he does it again. This is ridiculous. Zingy's all alone. He's been the hero multiple times here for FyR, but I think this is a bit too much to ask as he's pinned between the two of them, using the smokes for cover. Manages to hunt Techno down and actually comes back for the kill on Annihilation, but he doesn't get it. Annihilation instead puts a stop to him. It is 16-10.